All right. So before I started this program, like I said, I was coming out of 11-year marriage, and I was a freaking complete mess. Um, I had I couldn't put two words together and make a sentence. I was just business was shot. I was falling the fuck apart. Um, I was contemplating suicide. Just a fucking mess, and I just couldn't grasp anything, and I didn't know where to turn to. I just didn't know what I was gonna do, and I looked over at her, and she seemed to have all her shit together. She'd been playing this exit strategy for a lot longer than I thought she had, and she had it together, and I didn't. And I was fumbling right there in my own damn shoes, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I'd never, this wasn't my fucking plan. I had planned my life, and I put all my energy and all my resources into a marriage that had fallen apart much before it did. And I couldn't put the pieces back together. And the main thing is I couldn't put the pieces of me back together. I couldn't carry on a damn conversation with anybody about this. It was embarrassing. It was hurting. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And then was just looking through Facebook, and I seen an ad, and I didn't know anything about men's groups or coaching or any of those things. I wasn't ignorant to it, but I had never had to, I've never been in a situation where I needed any interference like this in my life. And so I made the call. I picked up the phone, and me and Ed started talking, and something started clicking. It was just like, he wasn't telling me that, he was going to tell me whether I fit the program. And that, that was a different approach, that I didn't know it was going to happen. I just thought I was going to have a place where I'd go pour all my shit out, and then everybody's going to feel sorry for me. And that's not the case. There's no feeling sorry for nothing. It's getting rid of all that garbage, and getting a different perspective on this whole entire thing that's going on. Because there's more to it than just the relationship. My life was falling apart, man. I didn't have anything going on that resembled my life anymore. And I had become so damn familiar with the most negative shit. It become normal to me. And she treated me like shit. She cheated on me. And I was upset that she was gone. And that's not the way it works. So I started the process. I started going through the steps, and I started listening to the videos. That's what I did. I ran through them. Something in here is going to hit me in the head. I just know that it is. Everything started hitting me in the head. And then I started learning how to meditate and how to do the standing meditation. And I don't remember if it was a week or maybe it was 2 weeks. Something happened. The declutteration of my mind started taking place. I started getting on. I wasn't clear. I didn't have all this. The pastures weren't green. The flowers weren't sprouting. But I seen hope. I seen an opportunity for me to come out of this. I seen an opportunity for me to be able to put myself first. I seen an opportunity for me to be able to take a break from the bullshit, put that bullshit where it needs to be at for right now, and stop letting it be my every damn thought and everything that was going on in my life. I put all that stuff and all that pain and all that resentments and all that fear, and I put it right where it needed to be for a little while. And I started working on me. It'd been a long time since I've done anything that worked on me, because I was always tending to her shit. I would have gotten a damn award for husband who tended to a wife who did not love him, her shit. That's what I was doing. And I really just quit letting her hurt me. And you know what? She backed off. She just backed off and got in her damn corner. And I kept meditating and I kept reading and I kept taking the suggestions, and I would go to the group and I didn't do a lot of writing, but I would read and I would say, you know, I feel those guys' pain, and I'm going to get as far away from that as I can. And you know what? After some time and after some effort, and I wrote shit down, and I'm talking about, I'm not a writer. You know, I always made plans. You know, I would put my stuff down, but you know, I was writing stuff that you know, my perfect woman, and I was writing the reason why my relationship needs to end, and I wake up in the morning and I had a goal, I had a plan, and you know, I was like, I used to wake up and just try not to piss her off. That was my biggest goal of the day, is trying to make my wife mad at me more than 5 times. You know, I mean, if I could just get 4, that was a damn good day. But no fucker needs to. Nobody has to live like that. Nobody should have to live like that. Feeling just trapped up in somebody else's wicked ass bullshit in their head. And I took ownership of all that. I took responsibility for all her shit. I'm a good fucking man. I'm a bull wrestling motherfucker. And I deserve to be able to put 2 words together to make a sentence. I should be able to walk out my damn door and have the freedom to know that I'm a good man, have good morals, and I'm going to make good damn decisions. I don't want to see anybody fucking questioning me all the time. You should look at my actions. You know, whoever she didn't. She didn't. And that's because she's got problems. Now I'm leaving her to go tend to her shit. She can go tend to her own deal. I'm not responsible for her shit no more. My life's a little clearer. I can laugh. I can travel. I can save money. I date myself. I don't need a woman to make me happy. I'm in that phase right now, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm not quite the man to which the woman that I'm dreaming for wants. I've got some stuff I got to get taken care of. The only thing I could probably have right now is just temporary relationships. I don't really want to put the effort into that. So I'm building this guy right here. I'm going to get him back. Mojos, all that stuff's coming back. I want to be decent. I want to be confident. I want to have my shit together. I want to know where my things are. I want to know where my goals are. I want to know that I'm on the path. I want to know that when a woman comes up to me, I know what to fucking say to her. And I don't have to feel all entrapped and all captivated. That's not where I was, and that's not where I'm going to be. And this program is giving me every single one of those pieces to the puzzle. I'm grateful. I am. You can't, there's nowhere else that I know of that you can go from, I'm just going to take this son of a bitch out, to, hang on, I can put this thing back together. And I'm extremely grateful. There's no question about it. I'm sorry. You know, it's a God thing for me. It was a God thing, because there's no way that I would have, you know, this lined up too well. You know, everything was just right. And I'm just glad I clicked that button, because if I hadn't, I would have been there. I don't know what would happen. That's kind of like where I'm at right now, you know. It was to tell you why I wouldn't, you know. Maybe, you know, you feel like in the back of your mind, maybe you feel like there's some kind of way that you're going to get this relationship back in order. You know, that might be one reason. And for that, what I would say is, if you were trying to get anything back in order, get yourself back in order so you can put things together. Somebody has to be the adult. Somebody's going to have to be the driving factor in the relationship. And it can't be her. It can't be her and you be happy. I mean, there's no way. And I can tell you this. If me and my ex was to ever I have no plans right now thinking about that, but I'm just saying I'm going to be right. And the only way I'm going to be right is to start taking care of myself. And that starts with the declutteration of the mind. Because, you know, you can sit and try to put that relationship back together and try to talk her into it. There's no talking her into it. You know, there was a guy talking last night. That's for marriage counseling. You know, that's funny as hell because it's true. That's real. You know, I mean, you're not going to talk your wife back into nothing because they're not built the same way guys are. We're right now. They're like way in advance, done plan this shit. You know, and I would tell any guy, you know, if you're trying to get out of a relationship or if you're trying to get into a relationship, you're going to have to start with putting the pieces to your puzzle together. You're going to have to get yourself a packaged up deal because no good woman wants a man who is not in contact with his feelings, who is not dedicated to self-improvement, that's not a leader. You got to, you know, once you get past that honeymoon stage in relationship, you're going to have to let her know where you're going or she's not going to hang out with you. She's not going to stay there. And that's what this program does. It gives you the fundamentals and then helps it kind of grow. You get some goals together. You get your mojo back, get your leadership, get your man, you know, your masculine. Dig in there and get that balance back out because, you know, two masculines in the same room, somebody ain't going to get to sit in the saddle.